The learnings Yalila Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Masechas Nazir Perek Gimel Mishna Yomi Misha Hayu Shtei Kitei Edom Me'idin Oisai. If someone has two groups of Edom that are made about him, Elu Me'idin Shenazar Shtayim. One group says that he made two sets of Naziris, 30 days each. Ve'elu Me'idin Shenazar Chamesh. And the other set of Edom say that he made 5 sets of Naziris. So is it 2 sets of Naziris or 5 sets of Naziris? Beishamai oimrim nechlaka edusan. The edus is bottled because it's trey the machash each other. Ve'inka Naziris, and he's not a Nazir at all. Beisilo oimrim yesh b'chal chamesh shtayim shehei Nazir shtayim. Both of them agree that at least 2 years he has two sets of Naziris he has. So therefore he has to be a Nazir for 60 days. Taisus asks a question: what is the person doing? Is he shaisik? If he's shaisik and he agrees with one of them, then it should be like the one he agrees to. So Taisus says 3 pshatim. Either he says that he didn't make a Naziris at all, or he says he doesn't know what he said, or he was shaisek, but since the two are machash each other, his shtika doesn't mean anything, because he's saying that the reason why I was shaisek is because these two are, their edus is batal memel, because he's saying 2, he's saying 5, so why should I speak up? Perek Daled Mishnah Aleph. Misha Amar Hareini Nazir, V'shama Chaver V'amar Va'ani. Someone says, I am a Nazir, and then his friend heard him and says, Va'ani, I'm also a Nazir. And then a third friend heard and says, I'm also a Nazir. And a fourth friend said, I'm also a Nazir. So the Maskanas HaGemara is that each one could be Taifis B'chavrei, as long as it's B'sech K'dei Dibur, and it could go on and on and on. So therefore it was Lav Dafka just 2, even Admeya. The last one would also be a Nazir, Kula Nazirin. Huter Harishan, if the first one found a heter for, he went to Chacham and he was Oiker in Nazir, so then Huter Kulam, because they were all typhus in the first one. The first one's not a Nazir, so maybe the second one and third one of Viter is not a Nazir. But Huter Achron, if only the last one was Huter Ha'achron Muter V'Kula Nasurin, because the first ones weren't dependent in the last one. The Mishnah continues, Amar Hareini Nazir V'Shama Chaveir V'Amar Pi Kepiv V'Sairi Kisaroi. Someone heard his friend say that he's a Nazir, and he says, my mouth should be like his mouth, my hair should be like his hair. So the Gemara explains that it's very clear that he means to say that my mouth should be usher on wine, that I shouldn't be able to drink wine, and my hair should be usher b'taklachas, and therefore that's a yad for Naziris, and therefore he is a Nazir, Hareza Nazir. And Taisa speaks out, who adin if he would say, Yadi ki yadai, or ragli ki ragloi, it would also be a Nazir, because it would mean in Tuma that I'm not going to become Tameh. The last halacha in the Mishnah is, Hareini Nazir v'shama ishtay v'amra va'ani. Someone says, I'm a Nazir, and his wife hears and says, va'ani, I'm also a Nazir. Mefer eshalah, the Baal could be Mefer b'yoim shamai of his wife's Naziris, so he could be Mefer her Naziris, and she's not going to be a Nazir. The shaloi kayim, but his is going to be Mekuyim. However, if it's the reverse way, if she says Hareini Nazira, the Shama Baila, and the husband hears her, Va'amar Va'ani, and he's Taifis, his neder, or his Naziris on her Naziris, so then by him saying Va'ani, that means that he's maskim to her Naziris. So if he's maskim her to Naziris, that's called the Kiyam, V'yayim Shamay, and now, Eini Yachal Afer, he can't be made for it anymore. The Rav brings down a case, let's say Isha made a Naziris, and someone else heard it and said Va'ani. So the Baal didn't agree. Someone else heard it and said Va'ani. And now the Baal is Mayfair, his wife's Naziris. So is that other person's Naziris? And those, like in the beginning of the Mishnah, we said Hutar Harishan, Hutar Kulan. If you go to Chacham and he's Oiker, the first Naziris, so then the second person who was Taifas, his Naziris on the first one, his Naziris is also Batal. What about by Hafara? Do you say that when the Baal is Mayfair, the Naziris of his wife, so is the second person's Naziris Chal? The Shail of the Gemara is, do you say that a Baal is like a Chacham, that it's Ma'akar Akir, or do you say that it's only going Mikana Laba, that it's not going to be a Naziris? So in Nadarim we spoke about this, and we said it's only Mikana Laba, and that's what the Maskana of the Gemara over here also, and therefore the second person's Naziris will be a Naziris.